Hello friends! Today we are playing Dishonored 3, Death of the Outsider. It's not actually labeled Dishonored 3, but it's gotta be, since it's the third Dishonored game. After we finish this, we're probably gonna play Dishonored 4, Deathloop. But for now, we can already tell some interesting information. This has to take place in the timeline, and I hate that I have to call it a timeline, but this takes place in the timeline where Megan, also known as Billy, lost her arm. Because we fixed her arm by going back in time and fixing her time so that we never had any arm lossage. And now she has her arm lost in this, so this clearly takes place in a alternate version of the of Dishonored 2. Or possibly Dishonored 1. I don't really know where this is going. We'll hit medium for now. I'll custom out the difficulty to what we used in Dishonored 2 later. But right now we're just going to jump right in.
My name is Billy Lurk.
Hi, Billy.
Many people who remember. For years, I stayed hidden. Captain of a ship called the Dreadful Whale. I was a smuggler, fence, and maybe traitor, depending on who you ask. Our names are always overshadowed by the words whispered after them. If you hide from the world long enough, eventually nobody remembers you. Then you're alone, living with your choices. But I could never forget the man who pulled me up from nothing. Dowd, the Knife of Dunwall. A name called out by the desperate or the dying. The assassin who ended one empress and saved another. Shame burns inside you for a long time. When I betrayed Dowd, he let me live. I left Dunwall and my own name behind. For years, I wondered if I was worth forgiving. For years, I laughed at myself for even wanting a killer's forgiveness. Sometimes mercy cuts deeper than any knife. Now I know that forgiving is something you do for yourself as much as for the people who hurt you. I know Dowd is in Karnaca, and I'm going to find him.
Okay.
Every night for weeks.
Oh,
the
sorry.
same terrifying truth. A street fight. My arm dead and lying in the gutter. My eye gouged out by a Grand Guard sword. But when I wake up, he's still hurt for hours. Gives me the creeps. This always brought me a little comfort. You stole this for me, didn't you, Deirdre?
Deirdre.
Now it's all I have left of you. Another relic from the old days. Still holds an edge, at least. That boxing club in the Albarca Baths is my last lead. Dowd has to be there.
So, if you're new here, hi, I'm Jade the Kobold. I used to be an actor and a game designer, and this is my way of combining two things that I'm passionate about. Oh, yes, journals, yes. So we have... there we go. And I'm not sure, I don't know who that is. They said Deirdre, but I don't remember hearing about that. So it looks like this does take place when? Empress Emily Colvin, so it takes place after Dishonored 1, clearly. Moves to heal a fractured empire. Is that after? Well, let's read the article. Renovation projects in the Tower District are finally underway as the last funeral rites were performed for High Overseer Yul Kuldan. Tarakata. Wait, ooh, is this thing exploding? No, okay. For a second it looked like YouTube was yelling at me. Where was I? Died in an attempt to retake Dunwall Tower and the now deposed... Okay, so this is after 2. This is after 2. The Abbey of the Everyman has spent every last month consecrating and interring the remains of the fallen, while also removing the dangerous heretical objects from the Imperial Palace. With representatives from the Isles beside her, Empress Emily Caldwin has issued a statement yesterday morning urging unity in the wake of a great tragedy. The Empire's strength is in its diversity in thought and action. Working together, there's nothing we can't accomplish. We are pleased to reassert our partnership with the sovereign nations of Morlaix, Serkanos, Tivia, and our mutual peace and prosperity. Following these proceedings, several imperial proclamations have been issued with the aim of restoring trade networks and communications across the Isles. Several large-scale public works have been announced. Neat.
So, Her Imperial Highness is back on the throne. If she knew what I was doing now, she'd probably try me for treason.
Oh? Playing the guitar? Sokolov has returned to Tivia, which we haven't been to in this series yet. We've been to Serkanos and Karnasa. Sokolov is almost dead, right? Isn't he like in his 90s already? Yeah, look, I think he's just kind of...
Good to see the old man made it up north. I was lucky to know him. I wonder what poor soul is dealing with him now.
Our character sounds more ominous than they did in 2. What the? Wait, what? What? What is this? Burn the White Hound? An eyeless hag stole my poor Milky. He's white as a whalebone but riddled with disease. It breaks my heart to ask you this, but if you find my Milky, please put him out of his misery and burn his remains. Save him from these cursed eyeless. Okay. So we have to kill a dog. Don't love it, but okay. Interesting. So we have these contracts. What is this about? We don't have any bone charms yet. And we don't have... Well, I guess we don't have any abilities yet because we haven't met the outsider yet.
Picking pockets. Dowd taught me more than just killing. It can keep me afloat. For now.
Sokolov is 66? I'm pretty sure he leads like a billion. Alright, so this is the ship. This is our ship. Yes? Yes.
I've been searching for months. I know you're here, Dowd. Somewhere.
Hmm. Went to see, okay, notes about the baths. We went to see Old Madge again, traded some whalebone and a bit of hair for information. So, whoever is owning the bath is friends with the outsider or has a shrine. Making charms for the eyeless. Interesting. Some witches from the Royal Conservatory joined the eyeless. Powerless now. None from the Brigmore days who would remember me, at least. No reason to think they look twice if I go in like anyone else. Are they messing around or saying I'm not seeing? I think I lost my pocket knife. Can't know if Dowd's at the bath till we check it out for ourselves. Okay.
Dowd's had the mark of the outsider in his hand for as long as I've known him. I've gone through every gang-infested slum asking after this, and no one would tell me a thing.
Sokolov is 51 in Dishonored, and Dishonored 2 is 15 years later? Jeez, they drew him so much older. They gave him like a billion liver spots and everything.
Everyone in Dunwall was afraid of him then, but not me. That club is run by a gang that call themselves the Eyeless. They claim to fight using black magic. If that's true, then Dowd might be involved.
Megan, you must be pretty desperate if you're writing me about this. I saw him, setting up a meeting with those funny explosives that fell off the back of a carriage. Okay.
Karnaka is full of secrets.
Oops. Whatever. Billy or Megan, whatever you go by these days. Okay.
If I have any clues about where Dowd is, it's because he let me find them.
I'm just getting my bearings. This isn't where Megan's brig was in the other Dishonored, in Dishonored 2. In Dishonored 2, left out of Megan's brig would lead just down to the storage area. Here... Wait, is this not our ship? No, it's our ship! Oh, okay, so this is just all... Okay, so we're just at full capacity. And they burned this just because they didn't have to animate it.
The engine is shot and half the ship's in an inch or more of seawater.
Oh no!
These are the dreadful whale's last days.
Oh geez, okay. So this place is not great. So this is basically just a houseboat that can't move anymore rather than an actual sailing vessel. That's too bad. It seemed to be it was in good enough shape. Actually, where's our map? Where's this map down here? The ship was in good enough shape to go all the way from Dunwall down to Karnaka and make the trip back. And there's no inland passage we can see, so the fastest trip back would have been up this trade route all the way up and around here. That's not a short trip. So this vessel, if it takes place in the same year as Dishonored 2, made it from Dunwall to Karnaka and back. That's a lot of travel for a ship, and I'm wondering why it can't sail now, because that implies that it was in a fit enough sailing condition. Either the ship... Okay, I know the writing answer, obviously. The writing answer is that it's like this because of video gaming, right? It's like this because they didn't want the ship to actually be movable. But I'm trying to think of lore answers, you know? Maybe that's not the video game answer. I don't actually know. But, yeah, semi-permanent steps leading up to here.
This station hasn't been used for years. Hiding the dreadful whale wasn't easy, but it's safe so far.
Let's look around our ship a little bit more. If you're following this on the playthrough after we finish Dishonored 2, then you'll know why I'm so curious about what happened to the ship. This ship was very important in that game. Oh, that's actually... we can't even go inside of the cabin area. And going by that window, which being fairly clouded in, looks like they didn't even finish rendering the inside of it. Yeah, it looks like there's no actual objects placed in there. Interesting. I'm actually surprised about that. Alright, so what do we have? We have... I don't know what these are. Voltaic shot. Okay, so this is just a barb. This is basically a bolt. This is a crossbow bolt. And electrical burst, which is a ranged stun. So this is the equivalent of a sleep dart. Okay. Where's that heart? We said we had a heart. We didn't really go into any detail about it. In the opening cutscene, we had a heart. I'm going up there. What's the proper way to get in there? Proper way is currently to take this path here and hoist ourselves up and down. Okay. Not the best path, I'll say that much. I will be going clean hands. If you've been following the series, we are not going to kill anybody. Though I don't know if that's an option in Deathloop. I get the impression that's more of an action-y game. Oh. Press F to hear the thoughts of the rats. What? These little creatures whisper to one another, exchanging information about what is going on. That's fantastic.
What can you tell me today, my little gutter friends?
The fan listens. Fan hears us. One of us. But ugly and big. Still friend.
That's us.
2,000 lives. Tossed us grains and crumbs. Loud voices came. Metal flashed. More blood. Floods on the floor. Our first feast. Wrap her up.
Yay! Friend to mice. I hope that No, I was about to say I could hope I can become friend to mice, but then I realized that I actually have some mice, and I literally just set out a trap last night and killed 2 of them. So I probably am not a friend to mice right now. I apologize formally to all mice. Honestly, it's your fault for eating my food and not being Disney princesses. If they were just Disney princesses, it wouldn't be a problem, you know? I miss Goliath. Orkata. Alright. So, let's find Dowd and punch him, maybe? I don't know.
Shouldn't be far.
Carstrofini. Ah! It's toothpaste. We have here a bunch of various snake oils. Entry forbidden. Good tutorial section. Love it. Also, real talk, I love that the tutorial section starts off... Am I crouched still? Oh, hold on, I need to rebind that. Crouch. Apply. Wait, did I unbind anything real quick? No, we good. There we go. I really like that the first tutorial that they give you, before they even tell you to break things, before they tell you how to jump, it's, hey, see this area that says entry forbidden? That's where you're headed. Go in there. I like that. I love the way they introduce that. It's just so you know right out of the gate, you are going to want to go where you're not supposed to be able to. Okay, so talking about Dowd. Oh, yes, stealth. I have played a game before. Is it just the one dude here? Yes. Hey buddy, hey buddy, hey buddy. Got you. Got your windpipe. Where are we leaving this guy? We're just gonna have him take a quick nap in this little alleyway. Fortunately, we're back in Dunwall, so there's not gonna be any blightflies. That's the most important thing. No blightflies.
Could be a gimmick. But if they really do use magic, then I need to check it out.
So we don't have any magic yet, right? We haven't met the outsider, so... What? Addermeyer has a... Ooh. Why would Addermeyer have a recall? Headaches, nausea, rapid changes in mood, periods of memory loss. We know it's made using bloodflies. We know that it restores your connection to the outside, which in this context means to magic, to the plane of magic. The outside is effectively a plane of magic. Yes, quite. And again, we have, once again, restricted area. It's the only way to go. This game is telling the player right out of the gate, hey, don't worry about going into restricted areas. This is where this is your place. This is your home. Okay, I'll see what I can do for you. I'll probably just leave you some cookies instead. Is that cool? Like you would eat cookies too, right? It doesn't have to be blood and tongues. If I see any loose tongues, they're all yours, though. I promise. I promise you, I will get you that. But yes, I don't want to do combat though. All right.
Don't believe all that hocus pocus crap. A gang's a gang. You should worry more about a knife in the back than some curse.
If you say so. But let's still wait for the reinforcements.
Bonk. And bonk. Got him. Got them both. There's a bone charm nearby. We definitely need to fish that out. We don't have a heart yet, so we can't find bone charms on our own. Here's a gun. Oh, interesting. Voltaic gun uses it's a railgun, got it, to fire lethal and non-lethal ammo. We can upgrade it to perform charged shots. That's actually really nice. But also relevant, we picked up bullets and got ammunition for the gun. Lieutenant, I received reports of illegal activity in the old Albarca baths. I should really figure out how to say that before I start to say it a billion times more. And I suspect the Eyeless gang is involved. That could be our chance to finally strike a blow at those degenerate rat eaters. Rat eaters, but that are friends. I want you to scout the area with your squad and gather as much information as you can about them. But don't take any risks. The Dockyard District will send reinforcements for a raid momentarily. Well, if they're sending reinforcements for a raid, we should probably shimmy this body somewhere out of sight. Look, you're unconscious, you're not dead, but I'm just gonna warn you right now. If you don't wake up soon, some of my friends are really eyeing your tongue. I mean, that's up to you. Whether or not you, have a tongue is really gonna depend on how quickly you wake up, okay? Not to put too much pressure on you, not to, like, belabor the point, but you might want to think about that. Is that the white one? The white hound? I'm looking for the bone charm nearby. I'm guessing it's upstairs.
About the eyeless. Some of it's strange. None of it good.
Okay, I like the capacitor giving us the electrical burst. That's a good way of giving us a stun gun as a contrivance. The electrical burst thing. What I can totally make that. I'm a little bit less sold on getting the... Do I have another way in there? Can I jump onto here? No. I'm a little less sold on why the bullets give me a EMP bolt. That seems a little bit odder. Maybe I can't go that way. Nope. Looks like a no. This way might work, though. Hello? There we go. There we go. Hello, is anybody home? I hear you're a bone charm. I would like your bone. I found the bone. Arrgh. Cool. Oh wait, what was the last part? I missed it. Hold on. There was actually something that I needed to note. Where was that? Dang it. Oh well. Oh, it was actually right here. There we are. By using Foresight, by default, you can activate up to 5 bone charms at once in the journal. Locate them by using Foresight. Locate them by using Foresight. We don't know what that is yet. Okay. We've been here just a month and I'm making a We've been here just a month and I'm making coin hand over fist. It's a dream come true. Sure, it costs to keep that old suppressor running, but it's paid for itself 10 times over. Everyone wants to try a fight with the brute. All the new folks coming in because they heard that we can do a bit of magic, thinking they're the ones who can break the brute's record. Ha! They'll pay for it in coin and teeth. Better them than me. I could kiss the one who let us hear about that magnificent bastard. Huh. Prize is a bone charm, a powerful effect. So bone charms are just publicly known and accepted, it looks like. Black Mage Brute, 73 wins out of 0 loss. And then everyone else is... Honestly, everyone else has a pretty decent win-loss ratio anyways. Okay. Well, let's see our bone charm, I guess. What do we find? Recover from falls faster. I don't know if these are randomized. I suspect they might be because they were in Dishonored 2. But we actually don't know yet. I mean, maybe you know, but I don't know yet. What I do know is that you should like the video, because that'd be cool. Alright, what do we got? A safe... This is the tutorial area, so the safe code should be, like, within a couple of inches, right? Oh, okay. Pay what you owe. Maybe it's a win-loss record? Let's try 730. No, they wouldn't update the safe code every time they... every time that somebody won or lost, right? That'd be silly. Probably in the next room over, eh? Oh, I actually can't go. Wait, the key's right there. Also, this leads into the commons area, which wouldn't even help us. Let's take a look around, see if we can't find where that password is. Where would they have written down their password? The only numbers I see are the win-loss ratios. But that wouldn't make sense. And it's certainly not the leaders. Are there any other numbers that could be of note? Is there anything else written down or sketched in any journals? Not that I can see. Oh, hello, what's this? That's nothing. Okay. Are any of these accessible? Nope, those are just blank books. Well, functionally at least. So it's a common puzzle in Dishonored games to have a safe and then having to figure out how to social engineer the password. Which is usually pretty close, right? It's usually nearby. I mean, realistically, most people keep their password on their monitor. That's the honest truth. What's our apartment code? Do you see that there? No. I'm just a little hesitant to move on because I don't know how far we'll have to go. To find the password. But I'm not seeing any other password hints here. You keep your logins on an Excel spreadsheet? That's very secure. The password is only as strong as the weakest link in it, right? The question is then, can somebody get your Excel spreadsheet? And if so, then they have access to everything. Are there any like numbers outside that they use for reference material when they want to lock their safe? They look outside and go, "Oh yeah." Nope, I don't see any. All right, well, let's go back downstairs. Can I go in here? No, blocked. What's blocking it? I can break this. No, I can't. Just, okay. Okay, well, I guess we leave that there. We're definitely not leaving the level until we open that past safe, though. That's for sure. That's for a certainty. Take a look. What's down here? More railway, which is probably a good way in.
I think it's supposed to fester like that. A little pus is all right, but it
Ruins the neighborhood, that's what it does. A body don't feel safe anymore.
Well, I hope you feel safe. What? Oh. Even if you're spotted by enemies, you can kill the enemies, not doing that. Defeat enemies non-lethally, we'll try to do that. Escape, that's a good idea. Or use trickery. We will have to get more trickery. We don't have a lot of trickery right now. But we can get trickery later on. I'm a little surprised that that safe doesn't have an obvious password available. Or maybe I'm just dumb. That's also possible.
Go away. I need to prepare for my fight.
You have eyes.
No. Don't waste coin on Duff's whalebone gewgaws. They don't do squat. Want your vitals stirred? Get some scarlet nightshade ointment. Rub it on your chest before the match. You'll see.
Scarlet nightshade? I tried black nightshade elixir once. Supposed to put strength in your swing. Rubbed it on and lost all feeling from the neck down for a fortnight. Numb as a dead cod. Couldn't walk, couldn't stand, couldn't piss without Gretchen's help. Nah. I'll stick to Duffy's bone jobs.
Well, do what your gut says. But trust me, when you're getting carved up like a screaming piglet in the ring, you'll wish you'd tried my ointment.
Well, we don't have any ointments. What are you? A string razor? Okay, that murders things. Not planning on using that. Alright, we have two ways in. We have the main entrance, and then we have what I suspect is a sewer entrance. I'm gonna take the sewer entrance, because I don't want to be spotted. Are you the old dog? I think you're the old dog. They're both asleep.
He's like us, creeping into his nest, sleeping safe from earth and storm, bright with rotten piss. Man came, hush, hush. Silver knives, bindings, trapped. His nest lies empty now.
Not sure I caught all that, but that's fine. I'm sure they're doing great. I can't tell if they have a white coat or not because of the coloring. So I'm sure it's fine. Ooh, Whisper of the Void. The Abbey of the Everyman condemns any continued study into the void and its existence. Ah, but consider if you will, the whales hauled in daily into Dunyard's greatest slaughterhouses. Are they more or less frightening when dangled from a butcher's hook? Is a thing rendered more mysterious, more dangerous, and more powerful when it has been dissected, studied, categorized? No, I say. Natural philosophy may yet banish all certainties from the world and bring all that is feared beneath our knowing gaze. It is true that I am not a religious man, but one must respect the Abbey of the Everyman for his continued moral guidance in our great empire. Ah, surely even the High Overseer himself would agree that thorough investigation into the void would yield knowledge that could be better used towards protection against its malignancies. We'd be able to subject the void to scrutiny rather than be subjected to its insidious influences. Everything that is known can be brought into the natural order of the world. If the Abbey would allow it, I'm sure that one day we may traverse the void safely. We may be free of the outsider's whispers, if such a creature even exists. That's a voice in it to do. Not going to use that one terribly often. Oh, sorry. Okay, hello. I'm terribly sorry about your bones. I won't be bothering you any longer. Are either of you albino? Whoa, you come up here? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Ah! Miss, protect me. You're a witch. Good job. Thank you. Let's... Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez!
I bet my last coin it's gonna be brined hagfish again.
Buddy, you seeing this? Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a laugh. How would she know what a full day's work looks like?
Well, I don't think either of these are the albino wolfhound. I'm sorry for your death. We got some raw whalebone out of that, so it's, it's not all bad. Wow, okay. Did not... My bad? Is that my bad? I don't know if that's my bad or not. Real quick, is anything up on there? No, okay. Yeah, that escalated real quick. That was not the plan.
Dark way, hidden high on the walls. Past water drip, woods softly rot. Secret rooms high up. Mounds hungry there. They feast on men.
Let me just make sure that I didn't count as killing them. Nope, I killed nothing. I killed 0 things. We're doing great. Nothing died. Hi, how you doing?
Do I know you?
Oh.
Of course I don't.
Who's in here? Nothing. Don't worry, I'm not being weird. I'm totally being weird.
It's locked. That area's private. Get it? But
I don't
can
get
let you
anything.
in for, say 100 coin.
Wait, real? How many coin do I have? I don't know how many coin I have. Do I have 100 coin? I guess not. Okay. Can I get in here? Looks like no, but nope, guess not.
Outsider's eyes. Dowd. They're making him fight. I have to get him out of there.
Oh, Dowd is the brute, huh? Dowd's the one that's undefeated.
Down in the pits. Hoping your masters will throw you up.
Do not touch. I don't know how this thing works, but it keeps the brute under control and in the pit. Huh. Have your fun, but watch out. When I've got my money's worth, our leaders will want to eyeball him. Interesting. So if we turn off the machine, then Dowd kills
Power
everybody.
suppressed. If I turned it off, nothing could stop him.
Hey, buddy.
I've been here for years, and I ain't never seen anyone like the brute. He's freaky.
Yeah, he seems kinda weird. What do you got on you? Tomas, you don't know what you're getting into with this black magic. It draws you in with harmless things like sailor's charms, but then see what horrors the eyeless make you do and you're too scared to leave. That's what the outsider wants. You didn't know I had a brother, did you? Well, when we were little, there was an old woman who lived by the dockyards. Ma said to run if she ever looked at us, but whoa, we didn't listen. She was as ugly as a hagfish, and she'd tell us these weird stories. She said that her black-eyed friend would come visit her when we were quiet. Look, my brother went missing. We searched all over him, but we found no trace. That night, I went to the old woman, that witch, and she had done something awful, and there was something in the pot that she was stirring with all of her strength. I asked if she'd seen him, and she laughed, and she said yes. She showed me. She cut him into pieces. Nothing but bones and red flesh in the pot. And the little scarf that he always wore, that's what confirmed it for me. She'd have ground me up too if I hadn't outrun the overseers. Get out of this cult while you can, before you're gutting someone's son or daughter to get the outsiders' attention, okay? Yeah, this game assumes, A,
Black magic brute? Why don't you roll in sardine paste and swim through hagfish waters instead? It's
He-
a less painful death.
What, you think I can't take him? I can hold my own in the ring. I knifed bigger blighters than him when I was a bottle street runner. And for less coin than I'll make when I win this match.
You won't win. The brute cheats the eye with his speed. His moves are a blur. It's unnatural. Trust me, you won't land a blow.
Well, nobody's that fast.
Nice knowing you, my friend. Lavender tincture.
Yep. So there's two things this game assumes. This game assumes that Dowd, A, is alive, because, I mean, he's, like, right there and stuff. And B, that Megan didn't get saved. So there's one good and one bad thing that is assumed. Good thing is that Dowd wasn't killed. Just because killing people, you know, tends to be bad. We play clean hands here, okay? Maybe he deserves to die. I don't know. And then the bad being that Megan is disarmed.
This bar is my place, not yours. Get out.
Never tried this rat.
This place really pulls in coin.
What's it taste like?
You've had worse things in your...
Robbie, I dropped the betting coin in the safe. Oh, wait, whoa. I dropped the betting coin in the safe and hid your apartment key in the bucket by the door. If you forget the combination, tally the books over your desk. Maybe they'll uncover your memory. Tally the books over your desk. Okay.
Wow. It's the smell you gotta worry about.
Tally the coins over the books over the coin. Tally the coins over the desk. I think I already picked up the coins. Let's go take a look at them. And
Doubts never lost.
451. Well, we got stuff. Blood Amber Snuff Box. That's a lot of money. Okay. We got our money. Now, we could use that money to pay for a way into the other thing. You could have told me it was 451? Yeah, of course it was 451. Honestly, yeah, that I should have assumed, but I'm glad I found it this way. Alright, we could give her the 100 beans to open this door for us. But I get the feeling that she would just take our money and laugh in our face. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting out of that situation, you know?
When you get in there, up your agility right off and swing a hard left jab. Works like a charm.
Hello?
Taking the safe soon.
Hello?
You're overflowing the till.
Harakato. Man tied up in the old public baths. Okay, so they just found Dowd tied up and realized that they could use him to make money. So they actually set up a fight club over the baths instead of the other way around. That's actually kind of hilarious. There's a bone charm nearby. I'm assuming that it's just Dowd's. I'm also doing a lot more stealing in this game than others. If I steal right here, yeah, I'll definitely be spotted. I will say, I didn't do a lot of theft in the other Dishonored games. Partially didn't need to. Oh, hello? How do I get up there?
When I told her she was going to die soon. Well, that's what the team used.
Got it. Get up onto here. And now we have another area to access. Hostile territory. Oh, there's a bone charm too. Blast resistant. Well, I hope I don't blow up. Charm carver will never starve, my mother used to say. Always coin to be made by selling the wishes and wants to folk who don't come by much of either in the day-to-day. Well, I'm hungry, and this piece of rotted bone hasn't helped me get out of the way of the overseers. I don't know who I pissed off, but someone must have slipped them my name. If those witch hunters catch me with my mother's bit of carved whalebone, it'll be a slow death. Managed to palm 2 useless bits of bone to a sailor stinking of whiskey. Couldn't tell his right from his left, or a real charm from a fake one. Coin should be enough to get me through a week at least. Oh, wow, okay. Overseer still 2 steps behind me. Found a safe spot, full belly, different hunger. My sweet singing bone charm around my neck again. Wet whalebone in my hands. This one I'll carve up nice. Not as strong as some, but still good. Went too long without it. I want it just as much as the other bones now. Now. Okay, that's the end of it. There's no other page. Alright. Well, we have this. That probably leads over to the area we couldn't access earlier. Who saw me? Who saw me? Oh, I guess they saw me up from down there, yeah. Well, they can't do anything about it.
My body's dead tired. Can't keep up. Supplies are running low, too.
We're always watching.
Okay, whatever. Is there a dude here?
At the Spectre Club. I wonder if that's a private club for Eyeless members.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'll find you.
Hi buddy, how's it going? Nice to meet you. My name is Friend. He didn't believe me. Well, I guess we'll just take some money then. No, come back. Can you open this again? I would like to take your money. There we go. Workshop key. Hooray! Plagued spirit. We saw this earlier? Oh, jeez. Oh, it's a... don't like that. Okay, so that's just... Oh, we do have chloroform. So we can use that later, I'm sure. That'll be good to know. Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay, mental note. There's a lot of chloroform up here, and it seems to be what they're using to make the booze, which is a bad idea. Not necessarily the best quality of spirits. Don't ask for a ginseng. If you don't know the proper drink, here's a way to do it. Oh. If you don't know the proper drink, say here's the way we do it. I.e., make it up. If the customer asks for something and then you don't know what it is, make it up and say, oh yeah, we make those like this here, instead of admitting that you don't know the drink. That's a good idea. Ask for a special homemade mulberry mead. That sounds delightful. Ooh, a black bone charm. Silent landing. Oh geez. 1 grown bull rat alive. Oh. 9 red potatoes. 3 drops of wormwood oil. Drain the rat's blood. Boil with potatoes on the hot stove. Add the wormwood when a mash forms. Strain into copper vats with the corpse. Swelter for a full moon cycle. Strain the bottle. Wear a mask. Seal the rat with the liquor. That sounds absolutely wretched. I know, like, I'm supposed to say, oh, that sounds delightful, like as a meme or something. No, that sounds absolutely wretched. Oh my goodness, that sounds like the worst thing ever. It's like a rat vodka, except the rat is the vodka. Why do I still have angry music? They don't know where I am. Should I take a bottle of chloroform just to be safe? I mean, I might as well. There's another bone charm around here. It must be to my right of me. Oh, hey, so we're making it.
His bone charm would make bullets bounce off his skin. He shot himself in the stomach and died a day later.
Okay. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing. The carving itself is a practice from a long time back, passed down from salty dogs to young greenhorns still finding the sea lakes. In old times, sailors cut into the tusks of ice shards and into the long-armed fangs of the bears that roamed the isles north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, practitioners began engraving the bones into the great beasts, rendering the charms that sing at night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor or providing defense against pregnancy. That makes sense. I mean, the whales would probably be more effective than a lot of creatures anyways, right? Hook mine. Snatch up enemies or objects. Interesting. There's some raw. Do you know what we did last night, but we crafted a mighty powerful bone charm. Jeanette says it's the reward for beating the brute, so spread the word. Okay, but mine. Gimme. Agility. That actually does sound pretty good. Alright, what do we got here? We got 2 black bone charms. Increase jump height and distance. Okay. And yeah, the impact one, we had that one in the other playthrough and it didn't really do anything useful for us. Maybe this one's gonna work this time for sure. Oops.
Whoa!
Sorry.
What was that?
Can you walk? Flawless. Calculated. Nailed it. That absolutely worked. That always was going to work. Is there anyone else in here? Alright, let's tuck you. I don't want you to accidentally catch fire is the thing. Let's put you right there. Oh wow, this is actually a really strong bone charm. This is giving me the effect of the agility skill. That's not just I can jump higher. That's hold down spacebar to double jump. That's real nice. Okay. So some of these skills... Actually, are there any... Ooh, whoa, there's an interesting question. What if this game doesn't have any skills? Hey, buddy. I'm gonna need you to take a nap with him. You're gonna both wake up with a lot of questions, okay? But maybe it'll be the... No. You're sleeping with them. Maybe, though, it'll be the start of something beautiful. Maybe you two will wake up and, commiserate over... I don't know. Jeanette, remember those old wall of light parts we found in the dockyards? I found a way to make a use out of them. Turns out there's a part in them that powers the whole thing. So I took out all the rusty coils, and we've got these little things that can stun folks so they get out of hands. I call them an electrical burst. You're welcome. I've already seen folks sling them at rest to keep them out of the storerooms, but it makes them tense and it ruins the meat. Can't even make liquor from them when they're like that. Buddy. Better to use them around larger vermin, you get me? Oh, one last thing, do not touch the tip, and by the outsider, do not lick it. I wish I didn't have to make that clear, but Lacey did that on a bet and it took her several hours to wake up. And now she's got no eyebrows. Not from the electricity, but because someone shaved them off when she was out cold. But we told her it was the electricity. That's hilarious. I love that. Well, I'm full up on him. I mean, we could have just... Jay Green Street relationships is I didn't even realize they had genders. Dear Alma, your last letter tore my heart out, with you begging me to quit the Eyeless game and come home. Whatever gruesome tales you heard, the Eyeless are not bloodthirsty brutes like the Hatters or the Howlers. They know things, they know secret things. They're teaching me how to make machines and medicines and brew potions and even carve my own whale charms for the boxing fights. If I keep winning the matches, I'll catch Jeanette Lee's eyes. Oh, she's the boss here at Alberta. If I work for her, the coin will keep coming in more than I ever made trolling the docks. Ah, sad news about Graham's fever. I can't spare any coin, but here's some dried raven beak for a poultice. Boil it down with a yarrow root in a copper pot and spread it on the chest. They'll be right as rain. So is there another bone charm around here, they said? Yes? Where? Let's triangulate it. If I go over here, it disappears. If I come back here, it reappears. Which means it's got to be somewhere in this range, very close to here. Is it in here, maybe? Possibly. Kind of leading me towards, like, right about here-ish, or possibly beneath me. You know what? It would be interesting if there was a Dishonored game that had no abilities, and all of your abilities came through bone charms. You would need a much more crafted bone charm list. You would need to actually curate what bone charms were available when, so that they could replace a skill tree. But oh my. Okay. Buddy? You're not okay. Whew. What did I tell you? Glad we stole these blueprints last month. Sure, these parts were hard to find, but these hook mines are already making themselves useful. Snatched up an overseer trying to sneak in here. Wish we could have seen the look on his face under that mask when he got the hooks in him and dragged them all up there. Would have paid a lot of coin to see that. But someone in this district is telling tales about us to the Abbey and the Everyman. Those witch hunters won't show mercy if they find what we're doing up here. It's best to find out which of our neighbors has a loose tongue, and see if they can't snitch without it. And keep the tongue, we can use that. In the meantime, throw a rock or a rat up at this fool. See if you can make him twitch. Okay. It sounds like that's a non-lethal option, except that it also sounds extremely lethal. I'm gonna just move this body. Can I pick up the mine? No. Okay, I was trying to see if I could pick up that. Mental note, though. What this means is that there are going to be these hook mines in places that we're going to be going. So we need to watch out for those as enemy trip mines.
salvage anything that moves, friend or foe. Found an old beggar to train him on. Boots ripped him to meat gobbets in a blink.
Good. We want them vicious. Find some more beggars to train them on. But keep a watchful eye when you're dumping the bodies next time. We don't need the guards
In a sec. Twilight, is my noise? Just feel quick check a thing. Okay, sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure I didn't have any background audio.
around here again.
So is that the hound that I need to set fire to? I guess I can... Who's Jeanette Lee? Do I know... Do I have something about that? I want to find this bone charm. I'm guessing it's below me. $6.5 or possibly $6.15, depending on how you want to read that. Is the bone charm in here? No. That's where I need to take the hound. That's where I need to bring the hound in so that we can burn it. Got it. What's down here? Don't mind me. Nice. Well, there's no charm downstairs. Just, you know, enemies. Which means the charm has to be around here. It has to be in that room. I'm guessing it has to be in that room. I assume it has to be in that room. Can't think of where else it would be if it's not in that room. But how do we go in that room safely? We with chloroform. We have chloroform. We're right over here. Stay low in here. Don't want to invite any annoyance from the regulars. And grab ourselves some chloroform. Okay. So right now we want to find a black market so we can actually do some upgrades. And we want to find a... I guess this main plot. We don't know what abilities we're going to get. I assume we're going to get some sort of blink, because every Dishonored game has had a blink. So what do we do? Hold on, what are we doing with Jeanette? What's our plan for Jeanette? Jeanette runs the... She keeps the key. Oh, we just need the key from her. That's easy enough. Equip the Zappy Dart? What is that? Oh, I hooked mine, right? Well, you go to sleep.
There's someone there.
Flawless. It just worked, okay? Power slash and the key. And you just took a little nap in the bin. As long as they don't die because of physics, that'll be fine. We're getting a lot of raw whalebone, so I'm taking it that upgrading, creating our own whalebone charms is going to be a core function of this game. It seemed not like an afterthought, but like a... It didn't seem like it was a core part of the other game. You know? So this is the bathhouse, just reconfigured for this. Oh yeah, I should check out the item I got. Power slash. More damage, but slower. It doesn't really sound like my kind of jam. Hello, are you the dog? There's the dog I need to kill. I'm gonna have to kill all of your dogs, aren't I? I don't want to kill all the dogs. Well, this button unlocks it. You know what? I don't want to kill the dogs, but I gotta... You need to die. I could voltaic shock the other. No, I have ether. I'm just gonna grab another ether. We have ether right over here. Still need to find that bone charm. Huh. Actually don't know where that is. We've kind of been all around where it would be. Let's see here. Alright, we're just gonna put all the dogs to sleep. Got plenty of chloroform. And again, this is not how chloroform works. Please do not think that this is how chloroform works. Chloroform, in fact, does not just make people go to sleep. There's a reason that doctors who do anesthesiology make good money, because they deserve it. It takes a very, very precise amount of that is extremely dependent on lots of factors like body weight and everything else. If you try to trick somebody out and put them to sleep, they probably have brain damage. They almost certainly have brain damage. Why did it bounce? I didn't want it to bounce. Oh, dog, 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 dog. That dog is dead. That dog's unconscious. So here's the White Wolf Hound, which, according to our contract, an eyeless hag stole my poor Milky. He's white as a whalebone and riddled with disease. Definitely this dog. Breaks my heart. Find him. Put him out of his misery. Sure. And liquor's vile but sells for coin. Bring us the rat liquor recipe. We got that, right? And destroy the stock. Okay, so we need to destroy their stock. So I burn the dog and destroy the rest of the rat liquor before I make it myself. And find this bloody bone charm that keeps on harassing me with its existence. Sorry, Puppo. Well, at least they died quietly. I won't say peacefully because no, not really, but they are dead. So what, we just need to break all of this? Gladly. And we'll just grab an ether for the road. So that's completing both those contracts. Correct, correct, correct? Yep, we're good. So we're gonna get 900 gold dollar monies. Just for that, which is great. Now, all we have to do is find this bloody bone charm.
I think I'll give it up for good. Better off in the void than another day like that.
We finished that too. So looking for hag... Okay. Hag pearls. What are hag pearls? Hagfish spit them up when they eat something bad, a rat falls in their mouth, and 2 weeks later they got a bunch of these come out. Okay. That is how pearls are made, so that checks out. Waxy and full little... Oh, it's ambergris. Got it. Or they were swallowed up with the silver teeth out of a dead man's hand. It made him too heavy to swim. Either way means they shove these little things out one end or another. When they dry, they turn stiff, and I've seen street kids pitch them at folks with slings. But dock workers say they're unlucky. Cut open a hagfish belly and find a bunch of these, you better take care. Your gran used to collect them, had them on a string around her wrist. I'm not sure what that means. You can use them to distract enemies or knock them unconscious. Okay. I'm not 1,000,000% certain what that means still. Can I close that? Okay, let's put this dog back in here. There. There. Now both of those dogs are unconscious. Perfect. But we need to make sure they have a friend. Jeanette? You're good with dogs. You're good with animals, right? You can stay in here with them. Perfect. I'm sure that's exactly going to go great for her. She's going to do fine. Don't worry about her. The bone trim has to be downstairs, right? It just has to be. Like, there's no place up here for it to be.
I'll get the scars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
Can I just walk around carrying a bottle of chloroform down here? And no one's gonna mind? Don't worry, this is just my bottle of ether.
Sure.
Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. I mean, we could just open the gate and let Dowd unalive everybody, but can I just, like, walk in here? Are people cool with this? I mean, that just leads up to where we were. We don't even need to go in there anymore. Can I just take money out of the cash register and no one's gonna care? Hello, sir. How can I help you?
I used to train on red sharks after hanging them to dry over at the Santiago fisheries. I'm a professional now.
I see. So I just push this button and everybody dies, huh? I could go down and talk to Dowd first. I'm a little bit nervous about hitting this button. I'm gonna actually do a hard save before I hit the button. Just in case something goes absolutely horribly catastrophically bad. I'm sure it'll be fine. Hey, Dowd!
What? Why did you do that?
Use your book.
Hi, how's it going?
Dowd.
Lurk, I knew you'd seek me out one day. I didn't think it would be like this.
You were hard to find. How did you end up here?
So let's talk somewhere else. The Eyeless have more secrets than you know.
I've got a ship. Or what's left of it. The Dreadful Whale. It's docked below the Akantila repair station. Dowd,
Say whatever you want to say, Billy. That you're here now is enough. I need your help.
Like old times?
Those days are gone. This is something bigger. One last job.
I can do it. Who's the mark?
The one responsible for it all. The cults. The black magic. This mark on my hand. We're gonna kill the black-eyed bastard himself.
What? You want to kill the outsider? You want to kill God?
Sure. I'm in.
I finally find him, and the old man's got me jumping right back into this occult shit. Dowd can explain himself back on the Dreadful Whale.
Okay, I think that's everything we can do here. Now...
Surrender, you filthy sewer rats.
Oh, oh, jeez. It's just... they were a week away from retirement. I'm shoving off as soon as I get clean enough for a ship to win it down. My heart soured over this place, and the brute killed my poor Marty last month. I'll never forget how the crowd laughed when he gutted her. Pricks. It's time to move on. Lania says she can get me honest work in the guard. I'd rather look a fool in that uniform than stay here and see the black arts mocked. Jeanette said our orders come from a higher power. The Eyeless were privy to big secrets, she said. What a laugh. Nary a one of these fools can craft a proper bone charb or rotting ointment. All they do is guzzle rat liquor and puke and brawl like babies. I won't miss any of them. You're my only friend. Aww.
Whiskey's on me tonight. What?
Alright, so we're not going that way, that's for sure. Oh, I even gave her a "I'm one day from retirement" line. That's actually hilarious. Alright, so... let's peek a peek. No, I didn't want to okay, well that's open now. Hello?
I'm about half sure there was something going on.
Okay. Let's be careful, I guess? More raw whalebone. A ton of raw whalebone. Is this friendly territory? Am I safe here? That's a captain. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who spotted me? Well, we can just avoid all of them. Now, these dogs are not down here anymore for reasons that we don't need to get into.
Maybe the wind or something.
Don't remember what happened to those dogs, but I'm sure they're fine. Oh, right, this is the raiding party from those other guards. That's the raiding party that the other guards warned us about. Whoa. They're searching the whale? Is that what's going on?
Stay sharp.
Okay, stay quiet, stay quiet. Not quite enough. We just run this. We just run this. Can I close the door? Hi, buddy. No, please don't stab me. We just run this. You won't run through here. You won't. I do think I'm clever, thank you.
What are you waiting for?
That's your command.
Yep, they're not gonna chase through here. And they don't know what stop the carriage leads to, so we're good. We passed all the guards. And I think we did everything we could in that mission as well. Oh, so Dowd knocks people out if you've been non-lethal, and kills if you've been lethal. I really like that. That's fantastic. So we're not trying for Ghost. Ghost being that there's no alarms. But we did actually have 0 alarms rung. But we are going to be merciful. I actually really like that Dowd matches your aggression level. That's really nice. We got pretty much everything. Wow, nice. And all the contracts.
When I first caught sight of Dowd, I was just a broken kid, staying alive out of spite. He cut the throats of 3 men without making a sound, leaving only blood and death in his wake. I don't know what I was hoping for when I followed him that night, but he shared his strange magic with me. And more than that, his skill, his time, his trust, and sometimes his secrets. Now he's not the man he was. Here in his final days, he's got wounds that won't ever heal and regrets as sharp as mine. I know how much that carves you up inside, but I found him. And he wants me to help him make up for a lifetime of sins by killing a god. The Abbey teaches us that the outsider preys on weakness, that the void is the source of doubt, heresy, and suffering, that the outsider is to blame for all our ills. Who knows? Maybe they're right. The same dream. My arm hacked away, my eye hollow and burning. It still aches. Let's hope it's not some kind of omen.
Let me tell you something about the void, Billy Lark. It touches
buddy.
the minds of the dreaming and the dying alike. And sometimes, dreams can only tell you what you wanted to forget.
I know who you are. Why are you here? What do you want from me?
People usually want something from
What
me.
in the void?
But you don't want my mark, do you, Billy? So I will return something you lost.
Wait, what are you?
Oh, is he gonna give us our hand and arm back?
The world was wounded around you. And you carry the scars. You will never be the same. I wonder if you'll like them.
What did he do to me? Of course he shows up now. Shit! Shit! He took my arm! And my face! Is it because of the dreams? Or doubt?
I will put on us, there we go. At request, I have added those. So. We do have a powers menu now. Okay. Before we do this, let's check out our work. Restless night. Thought I'd sleep easy knowing Dad was safe. Don't even know why I was so foolish. Can't catch a break for a moment. Not even when I sleep. I should know that by now. This one was sharper than the rest. I could feel the blade bite into my skin where the guard got me. My right eye felt hollow. An empty hole in my head that I just couldn't keep shut. My right arm ended in a long, broken piece of bone. I felt it so deep this time that I woke up shaking. It took me a while to catch my breath. I'm having these dreams since I had Emily on the ship. It's some kind of curse since I confessed to her? If it would serve me right, I guess, but how long will this go on, and what other dreams may come? I could hear Dowd groaning in his sleep the other night, saying my name. Well, the outsider said hi to us. Let's make our notes. And let's read what we did. A raid on the Albarca baths turned deadly as the guards fought for their lives against the notorious Eyeless gang. Albarca had been under surveillance for weeks after the guard received a tip about unsavory activities there. They rushed in to break up the fighting ring, but ended up in a lethal showdown with vicious gang members instead. It was a proud day, thanks to the courage and diligence of my guards, that Karnaca is a safer place. We removed the dangerous villains from their streets and ended their illegal operations, said Captain Edward Lehanya, leader of the raid. He reassured members of reporters that his guards only sustained minor injuries, and that no Eyeless members survived.
The Grand Guard take down the Eyeless. Ha! Choffers.
Choffers? Huh, I don't know what that means. Alright, we will go talk with Dowd, but I want to take a look at the powers first, because I want to see what they're about. Oh, we have a very stripped down power set here, and we actually have gear. This is the first time in a Dishonored game we've actually had access to a gear set. That's interesting. Okay, so what do we have here? Sliver of the Eye. Fragment of an ancient void entity. Okay. Black shard arm, gift from the outsider. The rat whispers. And the wailing sword. And we have a section over here marked void artifacts. So we don't know what that means yet, but I'm sure we will. Seems like we might be more dependent on items than... Well, we already are more dependent on items, actually. We already are more dependent on items. With the way the charms work in this version of the game. Let's take a look at this here. Semblance allows you to steal someone's identity, leaving them unconscious and fooling their allies. Ooh, I like that. This is a lot more espionage-y. This is less stealth and more espionage, and I like that. This power is useful for infiltration and stealth, enabling you to pass as your chosen target, but maintaining the illusion draws void energy. Of course. Enemies will know something's amiss if they see you after the original subject's body. Aggressive behavior breaks it, causing enemies to attack. Sure, okay. Interesting. I like it. Foresight, stop in time and explore in spirit form. Foresight allows you to stop time and leave your body behind. Ooh. Flying around to scout your surroundings. We also saw that there was a recall on the magic items on the Addermeyer solution. I wonder if that's their way of establishing that is... I wonder if that's the way of establishing that magic is going to be less common. Because right now we have more tangible artifacts, we have fewer ability powers, and more bone charms. I wonder if the Adamire solution being recalled is their way of saying, this is why there's no Adamire, this is why there's no magic restore items, maybe. If I could be wrong, but that's a possibility. Mark characters and objects, enabling you to track them through walls. Okay, so Far Cry style marking system. Let's see the tutorial. Oh, it's just this. Okay. Oh, it is a tutorial video. Sure, let's watch it. Bone charms glow more brightly, right? Now, we can't actually take Ratways ourselves, though, right? Time is stopped, your energy is drained. You can mark characters that will stay visible, which is extremely powerful. You can also display a displace marker in order to swap positions with it afterwards. That sounds incredibly powerful. Okay, that's actually bonkers past strong. Let's watch all these tutorials, because this sounds fun. And we're going a little bit early on time today. This is Foresight again. Alright, so another human being as long as they are alive and have not been impersonated before. So basically we're fine with that since we're going non-lethal. Steal their identity and leave them unconscious. Got your face! Oh, wow. Can I pick up their body and move it first? Hello? Oh, and we can chain them too. That's actually pretty cool. Can we deal with the body, though? You can assassinate or take down characters as long as no one sees you doing so. Semblance for specific characters, specific. Okay. That sounds pretty handy. Rat whispers, you can understand rats. I mean, yeah, we know how to do that. That's supernatural, I suppose. Spice. Ooh. So I was actually thinking before the stream started, hey, what is our teleport going to be? What other teleport options can there be? Because right now, in Dishonored, there's two characters that have different short-range teleports. Corvo has a blink. He just teleports from point A to point B, disappears and reappears in the new position. Then you have Emily, which tethers and grapples to that position. Slightly longer range and slightly less subtle, since she actually is visible during the movement. And I was thinking, what other methods of teleportation could you have that don't copy those? It's like, well, what other ways can you get from point A to point B? My first thought was, what if you could just jump up into the sky and land at the other location? That would work. Obviously, that's restricted by being indoors, but this was me brainstorming other ways of doing this. I sort of did this as a little game design exercise. How else can you relocate that would still work in the Dishonored universe? And then I thought, well, what if you went down and burrowed through the ground? Well, that has a similar issue, but then again, that one sounds a bit more reasonable because you could also use that to get through floors and either come up in another location or go straight down. But the one that I settled on was, what if you could be in shadow and target another location that's in shadow, and then teleport and then walk through the shadows to arrive at the new location, similar to the blink teleport, but more restrictive. This would be very on brand for Dishonored. It would be stylistically appropriate, and it would encourage the player, to be more attentive to where shadows are, because for a stealth game, Dishonored does not care as much about lighting as most stealth games. Dishonored as a game focuses a lot more on line of sight and vision cones, visible or not, than on lighting. Several missions take place in the day, and you can stealth through them without any difficulty. By having a shadow walk, it makes the player more conscious of shadowed location and allows you to create puzzles where, oh, I need to get through that door, through that fence, through that gate. I can't get there. There's a spotlight. I can turn off the spotlight and walk through the shadows to get there. So that's sort of what I settled on. And I was kind of hoping I'd be right. I was kind of like, this is a cool idea. This is a neat mechanic. This is an interesting way of handling the same concept that would actually lend itself to creating more design, to creating more new puzzles that would be appropriate for the world. So anyways, I was wrong. Swapping positions makes sense. It requires the enemy to, something else to be there. Allows you to deploy a marker at a certain range, then swap positions with it. Enemies cannot see the marker, and we can come back to it later. You can also use displays to reach higher advantages. So this sounds a lot more like Blink. It's just a delayed Blink. I'm struggling to think of situations where I wouldn't just double tap it to effectively blink. I mean, I guess that... Okay, this is the... Requires unobstructed line of sight. Okay, but the marker can be... Okay, I like that. I like that line of sight trick. That means you can have temporal puzzles. Drop a place where you want to be in the future. You can also delay for strategic purposes, exactly. Like, I want to be there eventually, but not right away. That makes sense. I think that's a really good ability. I mean, clearly it is, because, I mean, I think it's very nice. And I already have access to all these abilities. And a Hag Pearl. Quiet and non-lethal projectile. But we also have the static burst. I'm not really sure what the Hag Pearl does. We'll have to figure that out in the future.
What happened to you? The outsider did this. What did he say?
I've had bad dreams for a while now, and he was never there. But I feel good. Strong. Like all those years ago when we ran together. He didn't offer me his mark. Just said some cryptic shit, and left me with this.
I never knew what the black-eyed bastard wanted. Be careful. The outsider's gifts come with a price. You won't know until it's already been paid.
I didn't have much choice.
Neither do I. My connection to the void is fading.
Oh?
We've got to act soon. Before it takes me forever.
You found a way to do it. To kill the outsider. How?
I spent years looking for an answer. I searched the Isles. Tracked down a dozen crazy cults. But there's more to the Eyeless. They've got a relic. The knife that made the outsider.
Oh.
Thousands of years ago. It's here. In Karnaca.
A knife. So you want me to steal it?
Soon. First, we need to find out who leads the Eyeless. And where they keep that knife. They're powerful people. Wealthy or noble or both. I don't know their names. But they all have an esoteric tattoo that sets them apart. Those low-ranking thugs at the boxing club talked about getting inked in the Red Camellia in the Upper Syria district.
I'll go there and see what I can find. Try to rest out.
I couldn't do this on my own anymore, Billy. Thank you.
I mean, apparently you were able to box just fine, though, so... I guess you're not that bad off. Oh.
That's not possible.
What?
My arm, my eye. It's just like the dreams.
Oh, interesting. So we're seeing a schism between two timelines that we created.
She can see it all. The void breaking and spreading through all the cracks. Like seawater sinking in the ship.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. So do we have an eye right now? I can't tell. Comment.
All our lives, the Abbey of the Everyman tells us to hate him.
For once, they're right.
So are we working for the Abbey now?
They'd kill us as soon as him if they had the chance. No. The Abbey doesn't want our help. And we don't need it.
This was the tattoo on all the thugs from the boxing club.
Thanks for loaning us the skiff. We'll follow the east coast and slip past the port guards. Rui says the aristos are grasping for winded down caviar, so that's our cargo. We'll be back next week. I'll stow the boat at the waterlock in the upper Syria, like we talked about. Don't worry, I'll take good care of it. I know a sturdy skiff's more than its weight in coin these days. Oh, we can read Dowd's journal? Yeah, sure. She found me. I'm not surprised. I'm just grateful. If anyone in the Isles could have found me, it was Lurk. She's just as capable as she always was. I remember when she was young. She said there wasn't the first street kid to join my gang, but, well, she was the first to show some real promise. I took her in and oversaw her training myself. She took to life more quickly and more desperately than most. I got to see her grow up. She was stronger and faster. She was always trying to impress me, but each year she got a little bit more ruthless, a little colder, like she was wearing that mask. I turned her into what she was, just like the outsider made me. When she betrayed me, I had no one to blame but myself. Now she's leading something else. I don't know what. I can't guess the kind of life she's led without me. Who she's hurt or what she's cared about. She knows that I forgave her a long time ago, but I wonder if she ever thought to forgive me. So we've been spending... Yeah, this bone jump is insane. Can I craft bone charms now, actually? Nope, and that's not a power. We have no semblance of gaining powers. I know this is a shorter experience. Probably about half as long as the previous game. So I do expect there to be a difference in how this game is just based online designed, right? Alright, can I do this midair? Ooh.
What has the outsider done to me?
Oh, we can do cool tricks. We kept momentum. That's interesting. That's unlike all the other ones too. So if we do this and we just jump down straight here. Yep, we maintained momentum when we landed. That's a portal style movement. Did I save before that? I hope so. We've mostly been doing one mission. Yeah, we did. We just saved right here. Or wait, saved it right here. We've mostly been doing one mission per episode. That's been our operation in the past. And frankly, I think we're going to keep on doing that. Someone said that I could do the next mission. I mean, I should say someone, but Bill said that we could do the next mission and still have time. But that's assuming I'm running like a 3-hour stream. I am going to be moving over to stream with my good friend Kobold Sprig over on the twitch.tv. If you would like to join us there. Otherwise, we look forward to playing more of this later in the week. Once we complete this, I do plan on playing Dishonored 4, also known as Deathloop. Also known as not actually a Dishonored game. But, oh wait, is that actually just midair? Oh, I can place this thing in midair. Oh, that's interesting. I could just straight up unalive myself by yeeting myself into the stratosphere, huh? They would just let me do that, huh? But can I chain it? Actually, there's an interesting question. No, I cannot use it again until I hit the ground. I was going to try to go up and then over. Bonk. Up. Nope, I simply cannot create a new dispersion point until I land. Otherwise, you could fly, right? You could just create one in the air, teleport it, create another one in the air, and just mash the right mouse button to fly through the air. That'd be hilarious. I understand why they don't let us do that. Also, yep, there's no Atomizer solution. Mana recharges organically. You can see here, I've used all of my mana, all of my void energy, all of my mana, and it's naturally regaining. It's just regaining very quickly on its own. So there's not going to be any mana heal. Mana is just a thing that happens. Mana is just a thing that happens to us. But so we can chain up to 3 simultaneously, 3 abilities of whatever they are.
This thing lets me see more than I should. Why give this to me?
Straying too far from our physical form, good to know. So there is a limit on how far you can go with it. Is there any bone charms out here? We can't fly. We can just full-on fly with this form, though. Oh, did it? Oh, cancel because I ran out of mana. I was trying to see if there's any bone charms in the water, right? That would make some sense. Can I equip the heart? No, I cannot equip the rat heart, so it's not like I can use that to find bone charms like we could in the other games. Oh! Nope, that's reflections, never mind. Still though, doesn't seem to be anything underwater. I like the way that it has that warning chirp before it sends you back to your body. And then, just to test one last thing. Can I get up there? Probably not, but let's try it out. Oh, not quite. So let's just go head out here, wait until we get the notice. There we go. And we're back. And there are displace markers there. That's very strong. This gives us a lot of strong stealth options. And then I can just poink. Nope, cancel. How do I get to that one? Wait, how do I get to that one? Wait a minute. How do I get to that marker? Am I too far away from it? I'm looking at it. Okay, I just wasn't close enough. Okay. Oop, there we go. So chaining them seems very effective, especially because of how quickly they... There we go, how quickly they respawn. YouTube is saying that my stream is still upcoming. Oh, that's why my... Okay. That's why I was wondering why I didn't have as many viewers as usual. And YouTube's just having a normal one. Thank you for telling me that. I actually really do appreciate that knowledge. And I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, interesting. Is there anything else trick-wise I can do with this? Still don't know what the Hag Pearl is. I kind of want to try that. I can't really test semblance in this area here. But I love the idea of it. And it's pretty straightforward. We have our zappy bits. Can I change my loadout down here? Because we want to make displace number 1. How do I? How do I move my things around here? Oh right, I can select it down here. 1. And 2 is shocky bits. And 3 can be the hook mine. There we go. And then 6 we can use our bullets, which we're not realistically going to use. I still don't know what the Hag Pearl does. We have 1 out of 1, or is that 1 out of... Is that we can only have 1 possible? I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't be thinking about that too much right now. Maybe we should be going inside and having a little bit of food so we can restore our health. And thinking about things. You can only hold one hag pool. Oh. Interesting. We have any nibbles down here? So the outsider exists in both timelines. A timeline where we have our hand and one where we don't. And this is a representation
That's
of
not possible.
these two timelines
My arm,
fracturing.
my eye. It's just like the dreams.
If she says my arm, my eye is like in the dreams, as if we had our arm right now. But I thought in the last mission we were already missing our arm. Unless I was just misreading how the graphics were. I don't know. She did have her arm and eye? Okay. Her arm just looked weird then. Maybe her arm was already weird and that's why she lost it. I don't know. Can we do anything up here? Actually? Probably not. Nah. But let's give it a shot anyways. Oh, there's a ceiling on it. Or is it... Okay. So it's not a height limit on the ability. It's a height limit... I mean, it's not a height limit on the sky. It's a height limit on how far the ground below you is. That's interesting. So if I'm here, I can go nowhere. Actually, I got locked there. So if I go across here, if I go to the maximum height, my maximum height is here. If I go over this, my maximum height is a little bit lower. But as soon as I get under this piece of Okay. So I could go higher when I was on above this than when I was above just water. So in fact, we are correct that we do have some sort of limitation and restriction on this. And it's not the one we'd expect. Interesting. And there doesn't seem to be really any restriction on the teleporting mode, other than we only get 3 charges effectively. I agree. I think this works way better as a way of encouraging use of abilities, but that's not always what you want to encourage. If you want the player to use their abilities, then I agree. This is a much better way of handling it to encourage the player to use their abilities, because functionally, there is an internal opportunity cost. That is to say, anytime you're not using your ability, you have the downside of not using a resource that would have regained itself automatically. You have the opportunity cost of not using the resource that was free, as opposed to the other games which ask the question of survival. Can you get through the mission with what is functionally a limited amount of ability uses? Now, having a limited amount of ability uses is a good way of creating that desire for thriftiness, let's call it. This desire to try to be as minimalistic and to try to be as sparse with your ability use as possible. I think that works for Emily. I think that works for Corvo. This idea of trying to, make do with every little scrap that's available. I would actually think that it would make sense for Billy as well. But what I'm getting here is that Billy might be more aggressive, more willing to use her abilities left and right and Hayward, which would be encouraged by this cooldown system, which you can just say, okay, I'm just going to use this to walk around because why not? I'll have it back in a few moments. It's a completely different mindset. One that is... Sorry, okay, hit the mic. It's a completely different mindset. One that is not inherently better or worse, but one that does define how the player interacts with the game world. And I like that. I also like the preservation of momentum. I did not expect that. I don't know. how that's going to affect our ability use in the future. It means it's going to be a lot harder to use abilities well in free fall, right? Because like I can have an ability that's yeah, let me just put an ability on the ground. Jump off here. Ooh, oh, that's right, I need line of sight to it. Aha. Come on, there we go. So I can create a marker here. Let's put it here, actually. Just make sure I can see it. You think it's a better way of interacting? My point is that it's not inherently a better or worse method of interacting. It depends on what you want the player to be. You know, how you want the player to feel when they use it. So if I just jump off of this, if I just launch myself off this edge of the ship here, even teleporting out... I didn't actually teleport out. Even teleporting out, I will take the fall damage. Right, that time I didn't realize it. Okay, that's fine. We tested this earlier. Okay. So when we return to this, which will be Friday's Dungeons and our Dragons, so we actually aren't going to be returning this. I think we're not going to be returning this for a week, are we? Yep, we'll be returning this onto this next Monday. Tomorrow we'll be starting a very special game in my heart, and that is Illusion of Gaia. It is a retro Super Nintendo game, one of my favorite games of all time, and one that I haven't replayed that often, so I look forward to going back and re-experiencing it with all of you. I hope that you'll join me, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Cheers, friends. Sleep well. Love you.